So I've got a second set of what should be good floppy drives on here from my other system. And if I can hit the reset button here, we'll see if it'll boot. Well, that's not much better. There it is. Okay, so the issue is those other floppy drives most likely need to be cleaned and possibly aligned, or potentially power supply issues. But be up in frame here. Sorry about the squeak. It's having trouble reading the directory. Of course, I don't know what the P drive spec on this floppy is, although it did boot. This is just a 360K drive, double-sided, double-density 40 track. Can I get it to reliably boot from it? Now this is looking like a deeper issue in the system. It's trying to run, but that's about the best it's able to do here. Try this game again. Armored Patrol, press enter to load program. Well, this is actually a really good sign, so it may just be that new DOS-80 disk. It was 80 track, or press 1 or I for instructions. Find and destroy enemy aircraft in your area. One player. I didn't actually read the instructions, so I don't know how this works. So it's battle zone. I don't have the speaker hooked up here to and it's trying to run a game. That's a good sign. Let's see if I can find that pinball game. Where was it? Games, pinball, protected disc. Let's see if it'll boot from a protected disc and play pinball. Now the reverse video on this is still kind of odd to me. Yeah, the issue is definitely with the floppy drives. Press space. I don't know what keys are the flippers. Oh, that's weird. How did the video do that? Was there a key combination that caused that? Oh, I bet this used maybe a joystick. Oh, there's one of them. There they are. Okay. I'll have to hook the little speaker up, see what kind of sound it's making. Why did the video suddenly toggle and become white on black? That really confuses me. I was pressing random keys when it happened. Do I have an extra ball here, or? Well, anyhow, there is pinball. Well, that's a nice sign. Very nice that it is attempting to run. Boy, why is that so tight? Now we've got the inverse video again. Okay, you saw it. What is the key combination that's doing that? Why have I never seen this before? Has this got like a modified ROM in it? Okay, I'm extremely confused. Hopefully somebody understands what this is. As you've seen the video flip back and forth several times here. And now I can't make it do it again. I have no clue. I don't remember ever hearing of a lowercase mod that did this. Well, it's something in the :089 keys. You saw it. I'm gonna have to Google. I have no clue what that is, what caused that, but beyond that it's really weird. So let's see, there's another new DOS 80. He's got these labeled and I don't really understand the labels. I mean the DS is double-sided, but :04, I don't know. I mean, there may be 40 and 80 track discs mixed in here. It would help if I put the floppy in the right orientation. Nope, it doesn't want to boot that version of new DOS. I'd like to find the original floppies, Galaxy, games, utilities, Visograph, something called Charm, Datagraph, Xenos, LNW software, the Model 3, Hypercross for the Model 1, Toolbox, Microsoft Visual Basic for Windows. That may just be a set of reused floppies. Communications. Oh, these are DOS, command.com, and so there's some DOS stuff buried in here. And I'm not actually finding original floppies. I'd sure like to find the originals. High-res graphics driver. I do believe at one time this guy had a Model 4 as well, and a lot of this may have become for the Model 4. Games, lots of games. Games, GW Basic. That doesn't sound like. I don't know if GA is like graphics adapter. All these have an interesting labeling scheme to them that I don't recognize. Well, they're numbered. Oh, they're in some kind of a number system. R-GA number 23, number 22. Meteor mission for 30DK Model 1 and Model 3. Well, we'll put that in, spin that up, see what it does. As I need to dig out one of those little speakers so we can have some sound. Floppy doesn't sound very good. I've never heard the floppy drive make that noise before. Meteor Mission 2. Press clear to start game. I don't have a joystick. One player. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, the space bar caused me to drop a bomb. Or am I dropping meteors, maybe? Help! Obviously, I'm supposed to drop these down on the platform below for 100 points. Oh, some little guy comes running out. He gets in the spaceship. Now he's going to fly back up. I could make him move to one side. Well, it's a game. That is the oddest sounding floppy I've ever heard. Well, lots of games to shuffle through here. Anyhow, so there it is. Happy to be able to share this with you. Model 1, Level 2 Basic, lowercase mod, later unit with a numeric keypad, monitor in reasonably good shape. Actually, it's in really good shape. The whole system's in really good shape. It's not quite out of the box, but it's very close. Like I say, it is the cleanest Model 1 I've ever had in my possession. The 3 floppy drives that need some service. I will probably open this thing up and recap it at some point just so it's done. Get everything reseated. And go from there. And the best part of this is the system was free. Somebody threw up a note that he had it to give away, and I happened to be the first to reply that say yes, I'd love to have it. And it came my way. So, you know, it's always nice. So anyhow, that is the haul for today. I'm going to try to do more of these videos. I usually find something good on weekends. And maybe try to do some more haul videos to show you what I got, although this is a rare exception, something in this great shape, this vintage, and this nice. So anyhow, we'll talk soon. Bye. So I did some more digging through the boxes of floppies and found this little card that says possible colors. And it looks like he color-coded discs kind of by the color of the label. New DOS 40 track or plain. Blue for 80 track. So I think this confirms, as I suspected, that there was some 80 track discs in here. I've got a couple 80-track drives. I just don't have them accessible at this point. I've kind of dug through a bit, pulled out some of the discs that seem to be games. I haven't tried them all yet. Thought we could maybe try a few of these together. And the other thing I did was this little audio amp came with it, and the on-off switch pot was incredibly staticky. So I opened it up, shot some deoxit into the pot, and it's actually pretty clean now and sounds pretty decent. So I thought we'd work through some of these and see if we have any chance of them working. I'm going to assume this is a plain label. So it's a 40-track NUDOS disc. It's protected. We'll find out here. So throw it in the drive. We'll power up, see what we get. So shuttle now arriving at Land Base Central. Starfighter veterans and new pilots are advised to prepare themselves mentally for the task. Boarding may be affected by pressing B. Don't know. Well, it's a Scott Adams game. This, of course, has got the... I wish I knew what I was doing to toggle that video, but it's very consistent. I really don't like the white on black. Field disabled, remote screen, rank new pilot, grade 20, credit 0. Good performance brings... So what do I do here? Systems are under land-based control. I have no clue what I'm trying to do here. Let's go back and start over. It really looks to be hitting 7, 8, 9 together. Takes it to a normal mode here rather than the, the inverted video. New pilot trainees are instructed to proceed with the Starfighter simulator by pressing S. Well, that would be me. Press group letter and line number for situations. Enter simulated operation. Break is returned. So let's do C2 friendly mine. C2. Okay, had to hold both keys down at the same time. Okay. I can obviously kind of scroll around in the star field. Let me turn that audio down a bit. Maybe I'll set it back here. Oh, I think I just died. C2. Well, obviously I have no clue what I'm doing. A1. Well, that's not going well. S and beacon, K kill, R and navigation, C combat, D drive, recharge, arrows turn, N navigation. D drive. Well, I think this game's going to take a lot more patience than I have to figure out. So let's move on to pinball. I know this one boots and runs. Yeah, 7, 8, 9 together. I had no idea there was an option on the TRS-80 to do that. So space bar to launch. And we have pinball. Boy, have games come a long way. Although I'm sure back in the day I would have loved this. It's pinball. Game over, at least over for me. This one has no label, so I'm going to assume it is a NuDOS 80 plane. It's called Astro Groover. I have no idea if it's for the Model I. There's a lot of LNW software in that box that I assume is from one of the LNW systems. This doesn't seem to be bootable. So let me throw in I've got some bootable DOS discs here. I believe, what did I do with them? Yeah, this is a bootable NuDOS. Bootable NuDOS. It looks like a red label. And according to this, red is LDOS 80 track, so I'm guessing the label probably isn't correct. 789. I have no idea why that works. Obviously not reading drive 1. Well, we're not going to be able to read that disk. Here is TRS-80 public domain programs from Taz. Let's see what's on there. Am I getting read errors on floppy 0? Yeah. Seven, 8, 9. Again, I know drive 1 works. I can read directories on 40 track, double-sided or single-sided on it. So again, I'm going to have to look at the physical drive mechanisms that came along with it, assuming those are the original floppies that were on it. See if I can figure out how he's got this set up. So we have Galgar and Galgar black and white. Don't know how to do this, Gar, is it? Jump back and forth between too many operating systems. Lose track in your head of what command works where. Well, it has sound. Press enter for instructions. Oh, geez, sorry. Arrow keys to move, spacebar to fire. Well, there's supposed to be something moving. I'm certainly not seeing it. I suspect this is expecting some kind of different graphics. It's interesting that it has got both drive lights on at the same time. I've done something funky with the floppy controller. Probably needed to run the BW one. Galgar BW. This may have been written for... That's really weird. It's accessing both floppies at the same time. Well, obviously, Galgar is unhappy on this hardware. See if we can figure out what Alien Defense is, whether it's bootable or... You have some of that wonderful Model 1. It's having issues reading the floppy again. I'm going to have to get some images for new DOS, etc., and format and build a good set of floppies, and or just boot off of. Well, I hope that new DOS 80 disk didn't give up the ghost. It may well have. We have another bootable disk here. We'll try this one. New boot. I find this really crazy. 789. I know there's a way to toggle it back. I just don't know what it is. It's really bizarre to me that I can toggle the reverse video like that. Oh, it would help if the door was closed. Nope. Unable to read that directory. Or it might be a bootable game. Right protect tab peeled off and caught in the drive. That's always useful. Well, one player. Maybe a joystick-based game. Yeah, I think it's a joystick-based game. Well, there's Alien Defense. Can't play it. Tis what it tis. We'll hold on to this new DOS 80 disk because it did boot. There's something called Hypercross for the Model 1 and Model 3. 35 track single density data disk for TRS-80 Model 1. And it gives instructions on how to convert it to double density. No sys. Okay. Maybe it's not meant to be bootable. One DOS and drive 0. Oh, okay, it's not a game, it's some kind of utility. Well, I'm not going to go any further. I don't want to. I accidentally format a disk or something. So games number 19. I'm going to assume that's not a bootable disk. Yep. And this has got a blue label on it, and this little thing says a blue label is an 80 track, which is of course why I can't read it in a 40 track drive. This one's got a red label, which is 80 track. Red label, brown label. It just says Model 1 TRS-80. I think it's an OS disk. I'm going to have to open up the drives that came with this thing and do a thorough cleaning. You didn't reset. No, that doesn't seem to be bootable, or something just failed. Well, so there's a couple of games here. I'd like to get this diagnostic floppy to load, but so far it hasn't. Excuse me. Somebody tell me why the 789 thing, what it is, what mod that is. I've never heard of it. It's really unhappy with that disk. Well, it says it's to protect the disk. If I remember right, it doesn't boot. Disk error. Also, the few games I found, we have not had a lot of luck. But that is what it is. Trying to guess at his hardware configuration is always interesting. Well, back around to where we were before. 789 to fix the video. There's a little cheat sheet of what disk formats are what. And I'm back to hitting 3 key combinations trying to toggle the video again. That is just so bizarre. Anyhow, hope this waste of your 20 minutes was worth it, and we'll talk soon.